Good morning, children, and happy Wednesday. There we go. We'll get framed up. Today is our second day of e-learning. Oh, joy! I think it was different for everybody yesterday, but we'll make it through this. Kiddos, I have no idea how long this is going to last, but let's just plan on this being our new normal until we're told otherwise. So today these are going to be your morning announcements. I'm going to tell you what it is that you are expected to do today, as well as a couple other things to try to keep it kind of light and fun. So the things you really want to know first are, Mr. Kranick, what do we need to do today? Okay, well here's your answer. Today's assignments in social studies, I have posted a new assignment in our social studies classroom. There are a bunch of links to research articles and Google slide presentations, as well as a YouTube video that I posted on human environment interaction. You need to read and watch those, and then you are going to respond in Flipgrid. There's a link down at the bottom that you'll click on to just explain the difference between adaptation and modification. In the Flipgrid topic, there's a couple other questions that you need to respond to. My advice would be to make notes and answer the questions before you record because you only have 2 minutes to respond. In reading today, you're going to read chapter 21 from The Thief of Always. I put that in the same assignment as yesterday and retitled it chapter 21. Then you'll open up the Google slide presentation like you did yesterday, and you'll respond to the Wednesday question on the Wednesday slide. Let's see. In writing, you'll continue with your choice board activity. Some of you asked yesterday, do we need to do a different prompt each day? You have some freedom here, kiddos. You can either continue with the story that you started yesterday if you feel strongly about it, or if you want to move on and try a different prompt, you are more than welcome to do that as well. Additionally, somebody asked, well, can we merge our prompts together to create one story? That's a great idea. Kiddos, this is a time for you to have some fun with your writing. It doesn't necessarily need to be terribly structured, just so long as you're using your imagination. And then the word study. The word study, there were lots of questions about yesterday as well. Look, guys, that just gives you some activities and some strategies with the words that are provided to just kind of play around with. There's nothing that you're expected to turn in. So just practice some of that stuff, and we'll get into more formal word study next week. When I say that, I mean that we'll bring back our Google form, and you guys will practice using those words like we did before we went on quarantine. Speaking of that, what I've done in quarantine lately. So yesterday, not much. I worked on e-learning with you guys, but in addition to that, I took the dogs out for a couple walks. They were thrilled about that. I recorded a read aloud, as you saw, and I got to go out to the garage and work out for a couple hours because sitting in this spot is really hard. Other things that you may be interested in. I'm going to give you a riddle today. And you guys can comment below in our Google Classroom, and I want to know if you can figure out the answer. Don't look it up. That sucks the joy out of this for everybody. I will give you guys the answer at the end of the day. So, this is your riddle. There's a man that lives on the 10th floor of a building. Every day he takes the elevator to go down to the ground floor to work. When he returns, he takes the same elevator to the 7th floor and walks up the stairs to reach his apartment on the 10th floor. If there's someone else in the elevator, though, with him, or if it's raining that day, he goes back to the 10th floor directly. He doesn't get out at the 7th and take the stairs. Why is that? Comment below. Think creatively. Then, today's weather, it rained this morning, but it's supposed to be about 78 degrees, and you've got until about 6 o'clock this evening to go outside and burn off some of that energy before we have some thunderstorms rolling back in today, and it should be warm. So if you have a chance, go outside, run around, throw a football with your brother or sister, play basketball, do something. Let's see here. Random fact of the day. Did you know that no two wolves howl the same note at the same time? Instead, what they do is they actually harmonize so that they can give the impression to any other animals in the area that there are more wolves than there actually are. I think that's it for today, guys. This is our first go at morning announcements, but I hope you all have a great day. If you've got any questions, remember to post them in Google Classroom. Check both our ELAR classroom and our social studies classroom for your assignments today.